The day-long annual conference of Rotary D64 and D65 was held at the Bangladesh-China Friendship Conference Center in Agargaon, Dhaka on Friday, 23rd January. About 2,500 Rotarians from various Rotary clubs participated in the conference, which is the first in the history. Country Coordinator PDG Ishtiaq Zaman, Deputy Country Coordinator PDG Colonel Ataur Rahman Pir, Deputy Country Coordinator PDG AKM Shamsul Huda, Event Chair MD Abu Taib, and a number of PDGs were present at the conference. At the time, the speaker said that Rotarians are making an important contribution for building a polio-free Bangladesh and social development.
Let me welcome you in the purpose of the day. আজকের দিনে অনেকগুলি চমক আছে আপনাদের জন্য।
Thank you and all the very best for today's conference.
এই অনুষ্ঠান থেকে আমরা নতুন ইন্সপাইরেশন নিয়ে রোটারি কর্মকাণ্ডে নিজেদেরকে জড়িত করব।
It doesn't matter what is happening in the district. It matters what is happening in the club.
একজনের প্রতি আরেকজনের কাজকে সুন্দরভাবে এগিয়ে নেওয়া, অন্যের জন্য যে অনুভব, এইটি আজকে আরো বেশি প্রয়োজন।
Rotary's contribution for building a polio-free world is appreciated worldwide. Rotary Bangladesh Country Coordinator PDG Ishtiaq Zaman has personally donated a single grant of USD 250,000 to implement this goal. In addition, Bangladesh Rotary has donated a total of USD 1 million for the polio eradication program, which further highlights Rotary's commitment to humanitarian service. A deeply proud moment unfolded as John Hugo, Secretary and CEO Rotary International, along with other distinguished international Rotarians, sent the video messages for this wonderful contribution.
Hello, this is John Hugo, the General Secretary and CEO of Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. And although I'm unable to be with you in person at this annual conference of Rotary in Bangladesh, I'm delighted to provide you with my warmest greetings by video recording. And I'd also like to commend the Rotary clubs in Bangladesh for their excellent service projects and efforts, especially during this difficult time of undistricted status. And I'd like to applaud the leadership of those many Rotarians in Bangladesh who've recognized that the essence of Rotary is service to the community and not politics or struggles for power. And I'd also like to thank and congratulate Ishtiaq Zaman for his $250,000 contribution to the polio eradication effort, and to the many other Rotarians in Bangladesh who've contributed to this total contribution of $1 million, which includes the Gates Foundation match. Your generosity and efforts will help bring us that much closer to a polio-free world. So again, congratulations on your leadership, your focus on service to the community, and your unwavering support for our efforts to eradicate polio. And I wish all of the Rotarians in Bangladesh the best for continued growth and service in the years ahead. And I hope that you have a fantastic and enjoyable annual conference.
Greetings from Rotary International Headquarters. My name is Carol Pandak, and I am the director of the Polio Plus program. I'm very happy to share this message with you today at your annual conference. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the Rotary members in Bangladesh for maintaining a polio-free country for so many years. Congratulations to you all. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Ishtiaq Zaman, PDG Ishtiaq Zaman, for his generous contribution of $250,000 to the End Polio Now campaign.
Hello, Rotarians in Bangladesh. I couldn't be more happy to be with you virtually today to Bangladesh on a very momentous occasion. I understand that past District Governor Ishtiaq has made a very generous donation to the Polio Plus Fund. It is one of the most generous donations we will see this year, and will do so much to help us bring the end to polio.
Thank you very much for the email where you have indicated that on January the 23rd, you will be making a very generous contribution of 250,000 US dollars to the Rotary Foundation for the eradication of polio.
Thank you, audience. We are in the midst of a district conference so beautifully arranged by our leader, past District Governor Ishtiaq. What a beautiful arrangement and our commitment. It is a commitment of PDG Ishtiaq that he committed something and he brought it to reality. There are some people who make commitment but do not keep it. But Ishtiaq is one such person who makes commitment and sees that his commitment is brought to reality. What a beautiful arrangement, and fund raised is $1 million. It is non-districted. We are non-districted, but our performance is much better than districted Rotary International performance. So what we are lacking? We are not lacking in anything. We have performed everything good under his leadership of PDG Ishtiaq, and we are doing much better than many other districts who are not non-districted. So don't you think that we deserve to be districted? And that is our aspiration and our hope. And if it is done, you will see that our performance and activity will speed up, will double up, and our contribution will double up, membership will be double up, and you will see that we will come to a district to be cited by Rotary International as one of the model ambassador of all the Rotary International districts. So we are here, we are hoping that Rotary International will help us to regenerate the activities and make us non-districted, give us back the district status.
We are here today to be united for good action, according to Rotary ideals and aspirations, to improve the motto of our service. And it's a wonderful agenda today to eradicate polio from the face of the earth. And Dr. Ishtiaq Abiduzaman has taken a brilliant move to collect $1 million, to which he had a wonderful planning, and probably he is proceeding very well with speed, with all the cooperation of yours who are present here. It is time that as we are inspired, RIPSA team will take note and they will take necessary action that our status as a district from simple D to district 3281 and our neighboring district 3282 is restored, and you can be more inspired to do more good and to be united better for good of Rotary service and action, particularly in banishing eradication of polio and raising $1 million, which is one of the finest target in our country, in our districts, and for Rotary. It is time that the district status of 3281 and also district 3282 is very immediately restored for more inspiration, and so that district 3281 and district 3282 can do more good for the cause of Rotary. Thank you very much.
One of the main attractions of the program was a special conversation featuring AI images of Paul Harris and Arch Klump, along with country coordinator Ishtiaq Zaman, making the session exciting and inspiring.
Hi Arch, a warm welcome to you to our annual Rotary Conference.
Thank you, Ishtiaq, for inviting me. I'm sure you all know that I set up the Rotary Foundation with just $26.50, which was the savings from the Kansas City Rotary Convention in 1917.
Arch, what do you think would have happened if you hadn't set up the Rotary Foundation?
I would have bought some gifts and candies and taken it for my wife and children. That would have been the end of raising billions of dollars for doing good in the world.
Absolutely, indeed. What you have done with your visionary leadership has led to Rotarians today contributing billions of dollars to the Rotary Foundation, including humanitarian projects such as the eradication of polio worldwide.
That is wonderful to hear.
Thank you.
Hi, Ishtiaq. I'm back at your annual conference. Great to see such bright faces of Rotarians in the morning. What is the progress with non-districting which you described in our last meeting?
Thanks, Paul. Rotary in Bangladesh is doing very well. There's a positive vibe all around. Ripsa and I are working closely with the Rotary International for a phased withdrawal of the non-districting.
That's encouraging to hear. Are there any significant organizational updates I should be aware of?
Yes, Paul. 3 individuals who filed cases against the Rotary International been removed from membership for violating the Rotary International bylaws. And this is a reflection of Rotary International's commitment for integrity, governance, and ethical standards.
Understood. I have always emphasized that Rotary is a movement of people committed to service above self and abiding by the 4-way test.
Paul, you were aware that last time when you were here, we came to tell you about the female Rotarians who became Rotary leaders. Are you aware that Rotaractors are now become Rotarians? What message do you have for the youth of today?
The youth have been a great inspiration in our movement. I would urge them to emulate the Rotarians and become future leaders of Rotary. I am feeling tired now and want to leave. My good wishes and blessings to all Rotarians. Please send me an invitation for the 2027 annual conference.
Thank you, Paul. We'll certainly do that come 2027.
In the conference, there was an engaging segment where the speakers discussed the 5 new changes of Rotary International, expressing their determination to work together for the overall development of society and the state through the Rotary Club. They said that it has been possible to strengthen their position in society through friendly relations and the practice of human values.
আমরা কন্ট্রিবিউট করছি পোলিওতে $1 মিলিয়ন, যেটা পৃথিবীর অনেক উন্নত দেশও করতে পারে নাই। বাংলাদেশ নন ডিস্ট্রিক্ট অবস্থায় এটা করে দেখিয়েছে।
এই করার টেকনিকটাকে আমরা বলছি মেম্বারশিপ, and how can we do it? That is a question, that is a challenge ahead of us.
কিন্তু এই সময় এসে আমরা ফিল করি যে 120 বছর পরে রোটারিকে আমরা সবাই চিনি হচ্ছে সার্ভিস প্রজেক্ট বলে।
আজকের দিনে এটা শুধু একটা মূল মন্ত্র না, এটা কিন্তু জীবন চলার পথে একটা অঙ্গ।
আজ সারা পৃথিবীতে রোটারি একটি সমাদৃত নাম। আমরা একজন গর্বিত রোটারিয়ান।
এই বছরের যেই থিমটা আছে রোটারির থিম ইউনাইট ফর গুড, এটাও ডিআই এর সাথে কিন্তু ভীষণভাবে জড়িত হয়ে থাকে।
ডিস প্রিভেনশনে, চাইল্ড ম্যাটারনিটি হেলথে আমরা খরচ প্রজেক্ট করেছি।
At this annual conference, different clubs were given half-yearly awards for their remarkable activities. An interesting raffle draw was held at the end of the event, which was hosted by the raffle draw chair and public image coordinator Lubna Afroz, where 100 prizes were awarded among the winners. At the end of the event, country coordinator PDG Ishtiaq Zaman wrapped up the program.
What a wonderful annual Rotary conference it was. Throughout the day, starting from the morning until tonight, we had a fantastic program, jam-packed, record number of Rotarians ever that we had, 2,500 Rotarians. And what a wonderful thing. They stayed on. You know, you go on to other conferences, in district conferences, you see Rotarians leaving, coming back, but this was filled to the rafters until the end, until 8 o'clock in the evening. Fantastic. I'm very proud of the Rotarians. They are looking forward to this Rotary event, and they all clung there, sat, and stayed glued, which bodes good for Rotary in Bangladesh. We started off the conference with a blast from the past. When I say blast from the past, we had 2 Rotary icons, Paul Harris and Arch Klum. We brought them, had conversations with them, and you will the snippets of that you will hear in a while. Then we had on topical issues, what Rotary has moved on, like onboarding, on membership, on DEI and beyond, and public image. All that, we had 6 of the brightest stars coming in and talking about it. And finally, of course, we had the raffle draw. There was 1 Rotarians who got the tickets to go to Taipei, Dhaka. The Taipei, as you know, is the next Rotary convention. So it's a great thing that we had the fun all around until at the end. But the highlight of all that was the joy of giving. for a non-districted Rotary clubs in Bangladesh. We all had put together our efforts and raised $1 million for the polio plus, polio eradication, to the polio fund. This is a record. Of the 540 districts currently in plying their trade, Rotary trade worldwide, this is the only country, Bangladesh, has touched $1 million contributing to the polio fund. That's a record, and we are very, very proud. Rotary International will sit up and take note, and I'm sure, and you will see some of the highlights and some comments by some stalwarts of Rotary International saying good things about Rotary in Bangladesh. And of course, we had these 6 monthly awards. There was fantastic stuff. We recognized clubs and Rotary leaders, the presidents, for doing what they've done. Fantastic, which is a great thing, half yearly, but this will bode well for the annual thing which will come around in June. And finally, of course, it doesn't end here. The next day, tomorrow, we are going to have 150 cars rolling around in the busy streets of Dhaka with 500 Rotarians. It's a road show that's been put together by the Public Image Committee of 6/4, and the chairman and the persons have put together. What a wonderful show. This was showing everyone in the busy city of Dhaka that Rotary is alive and kicking, so which is all good for Rotary. Thank you so much for being here, for being with Rotary, Bangladesh.
Lubna Afroz. She is the head of public image, and what she has done, look at the different TV stations and so on, and she is on her own. আমাদের সবাইকে নিয়ে আজকে একটা রোড শো করব. It will be memorable. Let's get the show on the road.